What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Jolin and we back at it with another video. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because you know we got more on the way. Now, this next video is more so for my boxing fans. Now, I've been watching boxing since I was knee high to a butterfly, you feel me? I used to watch, you know, the Roy Jones Jr.'s, the Butter Beans, the Mike Tysons, the Joe Frazier's, all of them, you know what I mean? These days when you watch boxing, it's a little bit different, you know what I mean? There's a lot more cardio in the ring. They more so worried about not getting tapped than really going in there swinging some punches and landing some blows and really, you know, putting the motherfucker on that mat. Now, I just seen a couple days ago that my man Gervonta Davis, you feel me, one of the faces of boxing, you know, he's him. He kind of went a different route. Now, if you think back a few months ago, I'm sure all of y'all seen it. Gervonta Davis got in that ring with Lamont Roach, and we was all thinking that Tank was about to go in there and boop, bop, bing, you know, and put him on that mat. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really know who Lamont Roach was. I checked him out once I started hearing about the fight, and once I heard about the fight, I was like, okay, this dude, you know, he's nice in there, you know, he's fast, he got good defense, he got good offense, he really landed some blows, he got combos, he can go for the left, he can go for the right, whatever he want to do, you know, Lamont Roach was that guy. So I was interested to see what he can do in the ring with Tank, and once he got in there, he was really showing he had been practicing. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say my man Tank wasn't doing nothing in the ring, but he certainly, you know, I don't know if he was looking for more so like a knockout blow or he just wanted to, you know, put the mitts on him kind of at the end, but it was really like toe for toe in that ring, you know what I mean? They was both getting some good hits in, good combos, but we remember Gervonta Davis got in that ring and got on one knee like Boyz II Men in them. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen a boxing match where somebody gets on their knee and calls a timeout, goes to the corner, gets a towel, wipes their face off, and then comes back in the ring and then we can box again. I ain't never seen nothing like that. So when I seen it, I was more so like, is that like disqualification or what is that? And he kind of chopped it up with the ref real quick, and the ref was like, come on now, Tank, you know I'm supposed to count you down now. You put your knee on the mat. So I was really kind of like confused on what really happened that day in the ring. I don't know if it was nerves getting to him or, you know, because I know he wasn't hurting the ring at all. You know what I mean? Like I said, they was toe for toe in there. But Lamont Roach said that he had a clause in the contract where if anything was to happen, they could run it back, you know what I mean? And, you know, get the people what they want to see, you know what I mean? But I just seen that Tank Davis more so told him, hey, nigga, you might not be getting that fight, basically, you know what I mean? I'd rather meet you at your daughter's school. We can get down there. And I'm sitting there like, what the helly? You know what I mean? These are $1 million fighters. When they get these pay-per-views and these contracts going, they're not going up there to go fight a nigga for $300. They're not doing that. They going up there to go get them M's or hundreds of thousands, you know what I mean? I don't know what Lamont Roach at, but I know when Tank is going to go fight, they're not going for pennies on the dollar. They're going in there to get that bag. You know what I mean? So I was real like, what's going on with Tank? I don't know if my man is nervous because we seen that was a draw. They didn't say that Tank won. That was the first kind of like real strike on Tank's, you know what I mean, on his credentials. We ain't never seen Tank take a loss, but this wasn't a loss, but it definitely wasn't a win. Because if you know, like I know, and you watched that fight, I would say that my man Lamont Roach won that. No harm, no foul. I like Tank, so I'm not being biased. Like I said, I didn't even know who Lamont Roach was when I first heard of him, but when I seen that fight, I definitely knew. And if you watched it, let me know in the comment section. Do you think that Lamont Roach won that fight? Because how it was looking, Tank didn't do what he normally do. Nobody was real hurt in there. They was both, you know what I mean, really going in there with some strong hits, and I thought that they was gonna run it back. I thought that would be a great fight, but it's looking like my man Tank said you might not be getting it. The contract is not signed yet. Lamont Roach like, hey, all of our paperwork is in. We just waiting for Tank. Tank, come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that, because we seen you get down on that knee. We need some redemption. I need you to go in there, and if you him, I need you to put him on the mat. Like I said, I like Tank. But Lamont Roach, he gained a fan that day. So I'm like, give the people what they want. Because if you don't, it looks scary. Like I said, I came from the day where boxers get in there and they'll run it with you. They'll knock you out. If they was the real champ, they'll show the people why they the champ. And you feel me? Gervonta, he's one of those guys. But if he don't get in that ring with Lamont Roach and I find out he going out there and he fighting a Jake Paul or a streamer or something, we already heard Gervonta Davis say he got like 3 fights and then he was going to be done. He's retiring. It's time to go spend time with his kids. So I'm thinking he need to get back in there with Lamont Roach, maybe do 1 or 2 more fights, and if he out by the end of the year, early next year, that's cool with us. But don't be ducking smoke when the smoke is up, talking about I'll fight you at your daughter's school and stuff like that. Them's fighting words. We boxers, but if you wanna pull up to my daughter's school, that's more than a boxing match, my nigga. You feel me? So, yeah, man, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Would y'all be interested to see him run it back? Do you think that Tank got him that day and that down on bending knee, you feel me? That was, you know what I mean? We not looking at that? Or if you a real boxing fan and you think that Tank should have took that L that day, because it wasn't looking good in there for my man. It wasn't looking bad. It wasn't looking horrible, you feel me? But it wasn't looking good neither. But yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. So as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because you already know that we got more on the way. So as always, you already know what it is and you know who it is. It's Jolin, it's Varsity. Peace.